What is going on, everybody? I am the FDGURU, bringing to you guys a Monday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have 9 games on the main slate tonight, 3 games in that after-hours slate at 9:38 Eastern, and 3 early games as well, starting at 6:35 Eastern. As usual, I will have early and after-hours slates posted on my Dub Club, and then my actual website will have all the main slate content. It's looking like a pretty good slate in my opinion. We have a lot of options to go to. There's a couple of good spots for hitters, not a ton. There's better pitching on this slate tonight, and we have no rain to worry about. Every single game is a green flag in terms of the weather, so that's always nice. I'll get into my plays here. Like the video, subscribe as usual. I'm going to talk about pitcher, 2 infield, and 2 outfield plays using FanDuel salaries. For cheap, I like Matt Waldron. You don't necessarily have to go cheap at pitcher tonight because it's not an overly, stacked offensive slate. There's not a ton of spots to spend up on. But I do like Waldron at 8,300. I do think he's the best value piece. He allows you to fit in by far the best spend up on the slate, who I will talk about, and then, other guys as well. But 8,300 for Matt Waldron. He's got a great matchup against the Nationals. He's at home. He's the biggest favorite on the slate, I think. Actually, he's the second biggest favorite. The Royals are the biggest favorites at home against the Marlins with their ace on the mound, Cole Ragans, minus 250. The Padres are minus 205, and it's only a 7.5 over-under. So Matt Waldron is in a really good spot tonight. Vegas loves him. I like him as well. I just sent in my Discord. PrizePicks has his fantasy score at 27.5. I took that over. I think that's going to get bumped to 28.5, maybe even 29 by the end of the night. I think 27.5 is too low. He's projected for like 29.5. As you can see, he's been pitching lights out over his last 8 starts. He's gotten over 27.5 fantasy points in 7 of those 8 starts. He's been going deep into games. He's a knuckleball pitcher. We haven't seen a true knuckleballer since the R.A. Dickey days, Tim Wakefield days. Rest in peace to Tim Wakefield. Matt Waldron, though, looks like he could have a legitimate career as a knuckleballer. 3.46 ERA. Great price here. Great matchup against the Nationals. I really like him. But there's plenty of guys to look at in the first tier, the upper tier tonight. Justin Steele has looked really good. He's looked like himself. A lot of starts in since his injury. Looks like he's going 6-7 innings every start now. Great matchup against the Giants in San Francisco. I like Justin Steele as well at 9,500. I like Freddie Peralta. He's at home against the Rangers. Not a great matchup. He's coming off of a great start, only because I didn't pick him. I picked him the 2 starts prior to that where he got 10 and 16. And then I didn't pick him and he gets 52. But tougher matchup tonight against the Rangers. He's still a big favorite, minus 180. Don't mind Peralta. Don't mind. I really, really like Garrett Crochet, but tonight's not the night for him against the Dodgers. Tanner Houck, not bad. And I love Cole Ragans, even at 11K. This guy is one of the best pitchers in the MLB, like I was saying earlier. He's the biggest favorite on the slate. The Royals expected to pound Roddery. Is it Roddery Munoz of the Marlins? I mean, if you can spend up, which, there's probably going to be a decent amount of cheap bats on this slate, you can definitely afford Cole Ragans. I like him a lot. So a lot of pitchers to look at, but Matt Waldron, in my opinion, is the best value play at 8,300. For the infield, the Royals. We want to stack the Royals tonight. They have a great matchup, minus 250 favorites, 9.5 over-under at home. The wind in Kansas City is blowing 11 miles per hour out. So that is a negative for Cole Ragans if you were to pick Cole Ragans. But Ragans is still projected, a lot of fantasy points. And this matchup against the Marlins doesn't really matter that the wind is blowing out. It really matters more for these Royals hitters. I like Vinny Pascantino. I mean, 2,800, should be batting third. Lefty-righty matchup against Munoz. I love him tonight. He's going to be a very popular play. And then pairing him with the best hitter on the slate, in my opinion, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy's electric. 311 average, 12 homers, 53 RBIs. He's on a 3-game skid. 0 for his last 11. Didn't get a hit in Texas the entire series. I don't care. This guy is going to bounce back tonight at home with a great matchup against the Marlins. He's projected to score the most fantasy points over any other hitter tonight. We know he can hit for power. He can steal bases. He is maybe the best shortstop in the league. I don't know if we consider Mookie Betts a shortstop, but he's up there. Love this guy. One of my favorite players in the MLB. He's electric. And it's not an expensive slate. If you go to Cole Reagans, fine. I do think you can pick Reagans with Bobby Witt, and you can find some cheap bats. If you're going with Matt Waldron, no problem picking Bobby Witt tonight. Love the Royals. There's a decent chance I end up getting 3, maybe 4 Royals in most of my lineups tonight. For the outfield, we're going to get one outfielder from each team in this game. Another great game to look at. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. 10 over under, basically a pick 'em. You have two pretty below average pitchers going against each other. Bailey Falter and Carson Spires of the Reds. We all know Cincinnati is a hitter's ballpark. That's why we see a 10 over under in this game. Let's first start on the Pirates side of things. Brian Reynolds looks great. You could look at O'Neal Cruz at only 3,100 too. If you're going with Bobby Witt, you could put him at utility. But I really like Brian Reynolds. This guy is on a heater. Lefty-righty matchup against Carson Spires. Over his last... he hasn't gotten a 0 since May 29th, dude. That's insane. We're talking almost a full month without him, with him getting a 0. He is on a hitting streak since the entire month of June. Brian Reynolds is on a hitting streak. That's crazy. I didn't realize that until just right now. This guy's steaming hot. 3 homers in his last 4 games. I liked Brian Reynolds before this video, but now I like him even more. I didn't even realize the intricate, stats here until I looked at this game log in this video. That's crazy. He's gotten a hit the entire month. Matchup's great. Love Reynolds. Love the Pirates here. Like I said, highest over-under on the slate at 10. Reynolds looks great. And then on the other side of things, Spencer Steer can play multiple positions on FanDuel. He's cheap. He's got a righty-lefty matchup against Falter. 3,200. He can play first base. He can play second. He can play outfield. Really like Spencer Steer here. It's a great matchup. He's been hitting the ball as of late. Not having the best season. He was kind of breaking out last year as a young guy for the Reds. I do expect him to get it going. His power is a little down. 45 RBIs is not bad, though, on a Cincinnati team with a losing record. So I think Steer is a great value play at 3,200. You can't really go wrong on either side of this game if you're picking batters. The Pirates and Reds both look good here with the high over-under. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a great Monday. Again, the early and after hour slates on my Dub Club main slate on my website. You can sign up on Dub Club for 7 free days with the link below this video. Again, give this video a like. I appreciate it. Until next time, I am the FD Guru. Peace.